Hello, this video is supposed to explain many aspects of the project you're going to be working on. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about is the reason for the project itself. This project is going to try to give you an idea or a way to measure the health of an economy. And you're going to measure that health by using economic indicators. And as you could see in this particular Excel file that you have to work with, I've provided you three tabs: a monetary tab, a fiscal tab, a trade tab. And in each one of these categories, there are specific indicators. For example, under the monetary tab, I have three economic indicators: exchange rates and money supply. For fiscal, I have three economic indicators. Um, I have government expenditure, i.e. government spending, uh, government revenue that comes from taxes, and the budget balance as a percentage of GDP. And finally, trade. I've got three indicators. You've got exports, imports, and keep in mind, these are exports and imports of goods, not of goods and services, just goods. And then finally, the trade balance. Now, let's go back to the whole point. These indicators say something about the health of the economy. And what I want you to do is I want you to download the data from the OECD. I'll go over that in a second. Put that data into a spreadsheet here. When I say spreadsheet, I would like to say a raw data spreadsheet. So you would add a sheet. I call this raw monetary data. And then you would download your monetary data here. And then you would go to this sheet and you would link to that raw monetary data and put it in the format you need. In this case, we want money supply as a year-on-year growth. So you actually link to that raw data page and you figure out the growth rate for each year. So that's what you're going to be doing. Then after you get that data into the spreadsheet, you've got to do some sort of analysis. And that's where I could help you in terms of what this data says. Right? You need to know what you're measuring and how these indicators affect the economy and other economic indicators. That's the analysis part. I want you to focus first on the data part, how to get data into your spreadsheet, and then how do you get it in the format that you need. And let's go over that for 1 second. So let's look at money supply growth, M3. We're going to go over to the OECD site. And by the way, I'm going to be posting step-by-step PowerPoints on how to do this. So don't feel that you need this video to download the data. You will have a PowerPoint that will explain this step by step. But here are the broad steps. You click on the statistics link. Then you're going to click on Tools for Statisticians. And then it's the very first link, Statistics by Topic. And you want data by theme. And we're going to go to, where is it? It is financial data. And that financial data, of course, I am losing the, where are you, financial data? Where is it? It's right. I just saw it. Let's go under monthly economic indicators. No, it's not there. Oh, finance is right here. I'm sorry, I'm blind. So under finance, there is a section called monthly financial statistics. I'm going to expand that. And then I'm going to expand this one again. And then I want monetary aggregates broad M3. Click on that. The data is going to download right here, and this is what we see. Now, here are for the different countries, right? And this data is in index form. And that's another way of saying that we do not want to know the amount of the money in the money supply. We just want to be able to create the annual rate of change. And with this index number, we can do that. But we want annual data, so we're going to customize. And we click on the customize. We're going to customize selection, and we're going to customize time and frequency. Give it some time to do it. And we want only annual data. And let's go back to the project to see how far we have to go. We have to go back to 2001. So what we're going to do is we're going to go annual data back to 2001. Click on select data range from 2001. And we'll go to the most recent data we can find. Okay. And then that's for our time and frequency. Now, for country, you could specify the country that you want. If we leave it alone, it's going to give us all of the countries in the OECD. So if you want to basically limit what you see and download only what you need, you could just check it here. And then we're going to click on View Data. There. Here's our annual data. And then all we have to do is click on the Export to Excel. Again, let me remind you, you're going to have a PowerPoint that does this step by step. So don't worry about missing a few steps here or there. So I'm going to export it to Excel. I'm going to open it. It's going to open up right here. And here's your raw data. Now, what I could do is I could just simply copy all of this. I could do that right now. I'm going to copy it, then go to my indicator. And remember how I created this new raw data page? I'll paste it right there. There's my data. Now, I want the percentage change. So let's say I'm covering Australia, right? Well, the percentage change for 2002, and by the way, I made a mistake. Since we want the percentage change for 2001, this means I'm going to need 2000 data, because in order to create a percentage change from 2000 to 2001, I need 2000 data. But let's do the percentage change for 2002. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this cell right here. I'm going to hit equals. And I'm going to go to this particular cell. I'm going to click on it. Then I'm going to click divided by. And I'm going to divide it by 2001, subtract 1, and hit enter. And there, that's my percentage change. Now I could change it into percent format just by clicking on this little percentage right here. Expand it 2 decimal places. I think that's fine. And you can see that the money supply in Australia increased by 8.99%. And we could do this all the way across. Now, with autofill, I think this is going to let us do it automatically. We're going to go all the way across like this. Oh, no, it didn't work. Let me undo that. I would have to do it again. I would have to go to 2003, go back over here. I go to 2003. Oh, let me go back again. I got to click equals first. Equals. Then go to 2003. Click on that. Divided by 2002 minus 1. And you can see now the money supply in 2003 increased over 10%. That's a very rapid growth in money supply. So that's what you're going to do all the way across for the money supply. And then the key now is, how do you interpret that data? and I'll be providing more information about that. So I just want to get you an idea. Think of this spreadsheet as a receptacle. You got to bring data into it. And that's where maybe you could set up a raw data page like this. And then you've got to make sense of this raw data. And these sheets that I provided you is where you're going to be making sense of that data. And then the analysis can be placed somewhere below it in terms of making sense of this type of data. So that's the broad scope of the project. I'm going to be in touch with you individually and in group to work with you on this, but I want you to understand what we're trying to do. We're trying to assess the health of an economy. We're going to be doing that assessment through economic indicators. Okay? This should give you enough to start on.